Thanks for watching my video. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Today we're going to put a front wheel on a Ducati M1100
I
Monster.
love that Z.
As far as Ducatis go, this one's a little bit more
I never got a
difficult.
370 for a
The
rental.
brake rotor's very big,
Yeah.
and the calipers just kind of squeeze into the wheel. Right now I'm putting Lubrimatic marine grease in the bearing seal
No.
and Lubrimatic marine grease on the axle shaft. The reason we use marine grease is we are not lubricating where the bearing meets the axle. We're just making sure that moisture can't get inside the wheel and the axle comes out easy next time. So it doesn't matter what kind of grease you use, but I prefer using a marine grease just because if it's good enough for your boat trailer, backing it in and out of salt water and then driving down the interstate at 80 miles an hour, then it's probably going to be okay for your axle to ride on and your seals to have on them to keep the water out of the inside of your wheel. So we just tighten down the axle. We're not torquing it down just yet. And then we're going to gently put this caliper on. Because it is close. It is very close. So we just gently want to get the caliper on over the brake disc. We don't want to scratch the wheel. And then we're going to just tighten down these caliper bolts. So I don't give torque specs in my videos, but it's very important that you do use the torque specs in your manual to tighten these down. Don't just tighten them down as tight as you can possibly get them. You end up damaging the threads in the forks. You end up damaging the threads on the caliper bolt. So be very careful with installing calipers. You don't want to over tighten them. Also, along with the pinch bolts on the bottom of the forks, you want to definitely use a torque wrench on those also. You don't want to risk breaking off one of those pinch bolts in the fork, and you don't want to risk stripping out the bottom of the fork. Remember, it's just aluminum. So always use a torque wrench. If you're not using a torque wrench, don't tighten the bolts down as tight as you possibly can get them. You'd be surprised what little bit of torque that some of these bolts take. So now that the caliper's on, what I like to do is spin the wheel and then grab a handful of brake. And what this does is aligns the calipers, the pistons and the brake pads. It aligns those with the rotors. And there you'll have less drag going down the road. Your brake rotors won't drag on the brake pads as you're driving down the road. So what I did here is I went to tighten down the axle, and if you look at the right side of the axle, there's some grooves that actually line up with the fork, and you can kind of see it spinning around there. So we want to line that up, and then once we get it lined up with the fork, then you want to tighten down your pinch bolts. You want to tighten down the pinch bolts on the right side first, and you can go ahead and torque these now while you're on this side of the bike. So the way that I typically use a torque wrench on these pinch bolts is I'll do the outside until it clicks, then I do the inside until it clicks, then I come back and I do the outside again. You'll find that the outside will be loose. So you do the inside or the outside again until it clicks, then the inside until it clicks. Then when you hit the outside the third time, it should be pretty well torqued, and then you hit the inside and the inside's still good. You want to do this for safety, whether it's your bike or the next person's bike. And again, I can't stress enough on these forks, it's just aluminum. Make sure you use a torque wrench. I did a Harley last week that I'd never done before. It had 45,000 miles on it, and the last people who worked on the Harley never used a torque wrench on those fork slider bolts, and when I was taking one off, it just broke off on in my wrench. So then I had to spend another half hour pulling those studs out of the forks and replacing the fork slider stud in the fork. So be kind to your mechanic, and if you're going to do this yourself, use a torque wrench. Again, I did the outside, torqued it down, then I'll do the inside, then I'll do the outside, then I'll do the inside, then I'll do the outside, then I'll do the inside. And by the time you hit the bolt 3 times with your torque wrench, it will be torqued to specification. So there we go. Everything's torqued down. We want to make sure that our brakes are pumped. And I appreciate you watching my video. Thanks.